Got a Vauxhall Zafira, 2005, 1.6 petrol, Ecotec engine. Got a few faults this one. It's got a really bad misfire, and it's got the dash, the instrument panel, instrument cluster not working. Nothing's working on the instrument cluster. I think I'm going to attack the instrument cluster first before the misfire, see what we're up against. Before I do the misfire, this car's going to the scrapyard. It's going to the scrapyard in the Sky. So it's just a fault finding video, this one. We're not going to repair it or anything. I thought it'd make a nice video before it does disappear forever. So we're going to get set up in the car now. And here we are inside the car. If I was going to repair this, just before I go any further, if I was going to repair this, I would start with the misfire. I'd diagnose the misfire, make sure it's not due to low compression or something like that. I'm pretty sure it's either fuel or spark what's causing the misfire. Although, even if I was sure, I would go about diagnosing the misfire before the instrument panel not working, before the instrument cluster not working. That's how I would attack it anyway. Anyway, I'm going to start it up. Hope it starts, because I had to jump start it to get it in the garage. So I'm going to start it up. I want to see that none of that works. Let me show you none of that works. So, and you see, everything on there is dead. Just wind the window up so you can hear me talking. Yeah, so everything on there is dead. The LCD is working, but nothing on the instrument cluster is. Now, I've been told it was intermittent to start with. It was intermittent, it'd work, it'd stop, it'd work, it'd stop, and it's eventually got worse and stopped working altogether. Now, I've looked at a wiring diagram for this, and I'll put it on the screen to show you the wiring diagram of the supplies and grounds to it. So what I'd do is I'd be going after the power and the grounds on this. That's what I'd do. I'd go after the powers and grounds, because all of it's not working. It's not just one thing on there. I mean, I'll turn it off and put the ignition back on so you can see. So you can see there, ignition's completely off. Ignition's on. I've got no lights, nothing, absolutely nothing. I'm going to start it up. There we go. And still nothing. So I'll be going after powers and grounds. But before I do that, what I like to do with things like this is I'm going to give it a tap around and see if we can. I'm not going to smash the hell out of it. I'm just going to give it a few light taps here and there. It's like it's like wiggling a wiring harness to find an intermittent fault in an electrical short or some damage to the wiring harness. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm just going to give it a few taps here and there. Nothing serious. Oh, well, oh my days, look at that. Well, that was an easy fix, right? End of video. Now, well, there we go. Well, that surprised me, has that? Surprised me. I'm going to give it a few more taps, see if we can get it to stop working, and then what I'll do is take it to bits and see if we can find the loose connection. Oh, there we go. Look at that! Wow. So I'm going to unscrew this and take it out, see if we can find that loose connection while it's not working. Yeah. Right. So I've started to remove the surround, the instrument cluster surround, and this is not a video on removing this. There's plenty of videos on that on YouTube. A quick rundown is there's one under here for the ashtray, a T20 Torx, a couple more under there, 3 actually I think under there, then they just pull down. Anyway, I've come to this part, I've removed the ones under there, and there's a couple more down by the fuse box there as well, and one in the vent and one in that vent. Now I've come this far and look what I've seen there, look, I don't know if you can see that there. Somebody's been here already, and that one was missing. Obviously dropped it down the vent, no doubt, when they've removed it and not retrieved it. So that one was already missing, so somebody's been here before. They've already had this problem. Somebody's had this problem before, haven't they? And failed to fix it, or not fixed it properly. So I'm going to carry on with removing this. I haven't actually looked in that one in there. Is the one in there? Yeah, there we go, that one's missing as well. So somebody's been here before. So I'm going to carry on removing this now, and we'll see about that loose connection at the back of it. Right, we've got the surround removed, and there's problems. I seem to remember there being a little thing at the top of here, and it looks like something's been snapped off. Let me see if I can get a proper picture of that. Something's been snapped. It looks like something's been snapped off. Yeah. I seem to remember there being a white lever on these. It's been a while since I've worked on one of these. But I seem to remember a white lever what you pushed across to release this. There's another two Torx screws. Just can't see them there. There's another 2 Torx screws to remove this. I literally have just removed this surround. Down. You'll have to take me work. There, yeah, in that bottom corner there. There, yeah, you can just see it. Like I say, I literally have just removed this surround, and I need to remove them two there to have a look. Like I said, I seem to remember there being a lever here what you moved across to release it from the connections on the back. So I think we've found the problem here, that it's missing this lever here what secures it to the connections on the rear. So I'll set the camera up on the tripod and remove those 2 Torx, and I will remove the instrument cluster out. Actually, no, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the ignition on. I think putting the ignition on is going to be... Right, we've got the ignition on, we've got no lights, we've got the LCD, but we've got no lights on there, so I'm going to... Yeah, there's the problem. That's the problem. That's the problem. There's the problem. So I'll remove that. I'll not bother setting it up on the tripod. We've found the issue. I'll remove the 2 Torx, and I will remove this, and we'll have a look what's gone wrong up there. So here's the instrument cluster removed now, and I was wrong about this being broken. When it was in the thing, it looked like it was a sharp piece of broken plastic, that, but I was wrong. This nipple nodule My friends are going to love that when they watch this video. But this bump in the plastic is like I think it's a locking space for the lever, what should be here, and it's that white lever. I was right about the lever. There should be a white plastic lever here, and I think it goes either side of that and locks it in place so the vibrations don't loosen the connection. So the lever then operates that and snaps it into place, so it makes good contact with the multi-plug here. And of course, with it missing, they've just had it in the right place. When they put it back, somebody's broken this lever or lost it or whatever. When they've had the dash out, the instrument cluster out, and they've never put it back in. And of course, over time, bumps in the road, vibrations. It's worked its way loose, it's become intermittent, and then it stopped working altogether, which was one of the complaints of it. So I'm going to throw it back together. I'm probably not going to put all the screws back in, because it is off to the scrapyard, this one. I was hoping it to be a bit of a better video, a bit longer in fault finding. I thought there was going to be some issues with loose connections, power. Well, it was a loose connection, but I thought we could test some powers and grounds as per the wiring diagram. But yeah, I think that concludes this one.